All right, we're looking at TradeStation. So here's the short euro. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? Short crude, new contract, February contract. We just rolled over today into this one. This is gold, which has 3 contracts. It took 2 contracts profit earlier, and it's still short 1 contract. Let's see if it can close the last contract on the next little pullback. This is going to be a huge trade for gold. And if we get a little bit more price action here in crude, it'll be a nice trade. Again, this is Einstein 3. On this crude trade, I'm running 1 contract. On this gold trade, it's 3 contracts. And this might get out on a pullback. I'll keep it on this screen, on this TradeStation screen, so we could see the pullback. This is, whoops. There we go. Too bad it didn't continue down. Dennis says he took $1,500 on silver short. This is the S&P. My S&P system will kick in a little bit. No signals yet in the S&P. It's still, you can see it here, it's still in bull territory. Let me show you real quick. Well, I'm going to leave it here to see it close live. If it can continue down a little bit more, I think it'll take profit on the on crude, or a pullback will also take profit. Jan, that's the difference with the Einstein 3. It just gives you a lot more money management capabilities. Yeah, I didn't go far. I just took profit. See that? See it just take profit there? That took profit. Let me show you what it looks like on 2 contracts. You see it here. This is 2 contracts. Took profit in 1 and it took profit on the pullback. Here is the 1 contract, what you just saw on my other screen, on the other chart rather. If it would have gone a little further, it would have been nice, but it got out on that pullback. So that's the Einstein 3 on TradeStation, trading crude and trading gold live in the trading room this morning. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go over to the other platform. One moment, folks. All right, we finally got the 3rd contract to fill, so we're out of the even though it's still continuing to come, but it got us on a pullback. That was a 20-tick pullback, guys. But let me show you what that looks like on the 3rd contract. That's $1,400. 1 contract. Is that sweet or what? Look at that equity curve, goes straight back up. My. Is that a beauty? Is that a beauty or what? So that's the Einstein. Jan, that's like I said earlier, that's when you have a runner. And I had it set up as a runner with a 20 tick trail, and that was good for 1400. So let's see what that was for today on the 3 contracts. That was 1400, 16, about 1700 bucks. Gold futures, about $1,700 trade, $1,600 trade. Sweet, 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 sweet. This is the S&P short that you guys just saw on Ninja. This is the TradeStation version of it. Dave, to answer your question, let me get you how I traded here. This one has 9 ticks, 18 tick stop loss. I'm only running 1 contract on this one, so this one got out on a pullback. I'll tell you what the numbers were on that. So that was good for 212 bucks. This one here was good for 212 bucks. Got in at 20.50 and it got out at 20.45 and 3/4. Okay, so today, just to do a quick recap, since I'm going to go ahead and close up the room, I stayed a little later in the room because I thought this was setting up, and I warned you guys, this is the beautiful thing about the Einstein 3 is it will give you these trade setups in advance. So you have plenty of time to put on your analysis hat, you know, and money manager hat on and say, okay, you know, what's the market sentiment? Where are the velocity leaders? I mean, if you come over here and look at the market sentiment, we went into risk off. We went into risk off. Let me show you real quick. TradeStation displays it a little different. This is the beauty of using the architect. This is the architect over here. Okay, and you can see I had pointed this out to you earlier that we had gold as a short on the short list, the S&P on the short list, and so forth. Now, we had markets in conflict all morning. It went to conflict and mixed. The burn orange is conflict, the yellow's mixed, and here we go. We went into a transition into risk off. All right? Risk off. So under risk off, we want to look to trade what? Short the risk assets. And there's your short. Here's where it covered. And for per contract, this was good for 212 bucks. Okay, let's take a quick look at the earlier trades. I believe we had, what did we have? Well, on Ninja, we only had this one trade. On TradeStation, we had some other trades. Excuse me. We had Crude. Here was the 2 contracts that we trade. Here's the 1 contract that we trade. What was the 2 contract? The 2 contract I think was good for not much, 90 and 80 bucks, and the 1 contract was good for 80 bucks. Not such a big deal. Where we did have a big deal was in the gold futures. This was 3 contracts. This was a beauty, guys. This is, it's too bad Scott's on vacation and not in, because this is based on one of Scott's money management techniques, which you haven't seen me do one in the room with the new Einstein 3. This is, let me see if I can get a show you the fills. So one contract was good for 190, second contract was good for 90, the third contract was good for $1,400, guys. $1,400. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. So that was today's trading with Einstein 3. Again, we used market sentiment right here. We used the architect for market selection. We did miss a couple trades. We had 3 consecutive winners in the Aussie. And since I'm running the room in with Ninja, where is it? Here it is. I don't have data for some reason. I don't have data this last week for the Aussie, but here was the Aussie: 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades. This was early, so this would have counted. This one was around 8 o'clock, around yesterday's low. That's what that white dotted line is. Look how it went to your first support on the NOS levels, and then boom. So you got 2 nice consecutive winning trades on each. About $200, I believe, for each trade. And again, the reason for trading the Aussie, let me get my pencil. Where's my pencil? Here we go. We had, since very early on, we had the, well, it's not letting me draw. There we go. Huh. Wonder why it's not letting me draw. Yeah, it's not letting me draw on this screen. But you can see down here in the bottom, ADH, this is the Aussie. On the bottom of the deck, that's what you want for shorts. You got gold on the bottom of the deck, and you got the S&P on the bottom of the deck, and you got crude on the bottom of the deck. Guys, this is a great little educational piece right here for you guys. This is the beauty of the architect, and all I did was go to this architect, pick these markets, slap them on the chart with Einstein, let Einstein do the rest. And hey, it's a pretty big day when you're able to make $1,400 just on one contract, and you pick up a little $80 here or there on crude and another 200 on S&P, and you've got yourself a decent morning. And the stress level was very little stress level. All right, folks, it's time to close up the room. I got to get ready for the training that we're going to have in about an hour and a half.